Hello, welcome to the channel and to episode 4. I'm heading towards Dubrovnic in Croatia, kind of heading to and going past because I've had some information about the best places to stay, and as Dubrovnik is expensive, very crowded and with very limited parking. The advice is actually to carry on to Kavtat, and accommodation in Kavtat means I'll be able to park. The prices are reasonable. I don't need it myself, but very close to the airport and much easier for me. Plus it's on the right side for me of Dubrovnik, which means my continued journey will be made just that little bit easier. Dubrovnik's busy, it's a busy city. It's got a great reputation, beautiful, and I've got the right weather to see it, only I probably won't be seeing it today. Yeah, I've taken some advice actually to stay in Kavtat, which is a little bit further up the coast than Dubrovnik. Has its own harbour, and from there you can get ferries. The boats run regularly all day. You can get a ferry service backwards and forwards to Dubrovnik, and that's my preferred choice. That won't be today, it'll be probably tomorrow. And this is the road down into Kavtat. Hairpins! I'm actually getting hairpins. See, that's the great thing here. All the villages are built into the hill cliff, into the rock face. So to get down to water level, the roads are fairly tight. And as much as this is quite a wide road, and it's actually a good, well-paved road, it has wonderful hairpins in it, which is just, for me, it's just an added bonus. Gotta love it, just got to absolutely love it. And here we're coming down into the harbour area, and this is also the best place to get ice cream. Gorgeous ice cream, lovely, lovely, they make their own. To the right is the harbour, and to the left the bus station. And there's a bus station directly, not a station, there's a bus stop directly next to the hotel, actually at the top of the hill. Think of worse ways of spending the day. Oh God. Wow, welcome to Croatia. Right, just to let you know, really, Dubrovnik, just next to it. Wonderful little place found here. I have the pool to myself. There is a fridge. You can help yourself to beer. You have to write it down, of course, but that's all. So, Prost. Best beer of the day. Again, heading up, back up. Wait, lens. Something like this. Great quality roads too. Heading back up the hill now, and away from the harbour area, away from Kavtat. Here we have the restaurant on the right hand side, and I ate there twice. Lovely, great view as well, good place to watch the sunset. This is the bus stop, so if you were getting the bus down to the harbour and back, it stops at literally, the hotel is about 50 metres. It's about a 50-metre walk down a side street, and you're there. And this is the first of 2 iconic bridges today, and I didn't realise how iconic actually until I read up about it afterwards, to be honest. However, I'm glad to have been able to tick that one also off the bridge list, and Yeah, that's an architectural thing. I happen to like bridges. And water, yes, it's a water combination, it's a water connection. However, talking of water, I'm actually now a little bit away from the coast and I'm feeling the temperatures. And that's only going to get worse in the next hour or so. Leading now up to the second bridge, the second of my iconic bridges in this episode. And I'll let you read the details. I'm just absolutely amazed that it's as quiet as it is. I mean, obviously there is some traffic, but it almost reminds me a little bit of the dikes in Holland, where it's a colossal road, but it's only 2 lanes, 2 directions. Yeah, this is an interesting one. I didn't see the red car. Look, there's the red car. I'll play it back. I've watched this 100 times, and I just did not see that red car coming. Zoom in. All right, he's gone in. Where did it come from? You just see, that's the trick of the eye, and when you're on the road, you have to be so alert. It looks like the perfect weather, doesn't it? But there's no wind. No wind. The temperatures. I don't want to talk about the temperature at the moment because it's getting a little bit beyond the joke, really. And there was sympathy at the border crossing. This is the border crossing. And what happens when the electricity falls out in 3 countries at the same time? I managed to eventually, with a lot of the other motorcyclists that were parked under the shade, the shadow that we were given at the passport control. It took hours, literally hours. Nothing worked, and they couldn't let anybody through the border. They need to electronically check everything these days, and basically this is the result. And it carried on and on and on and on. So I just thought to let you know that it was beyond a joke. I mean, you're up to sort of the 40-degree mark, and it was so hot you couldn't breathe. You know, did you know that your telephone stops working when you get to about 40 degrees? Yeah, I think they were waving. They think they were waving at me as the first human that they'd seen coming down this lane for hours and hours and hours. I think I can understand it. It was ridiculous. I was going to count the cars and the vehicles. I thought, no, you get the gist of this. So anybody attempting to do this, I wish you a lot of luck with your border crossings. However, it is absolutely worth the wait. It's going to be a case of welcome to Montenegro. So I've prepared a little map for you, so you have an idea what I'm about to do and what I just did. The 2 yellow crosses now, yeah, those are the border crossings. I took this one, and that takes me down towards Kotor in Montenegro now, and that there, where that arrow is what a lot of people do, and that's take the boat. They don't ride around the lake, and I decided that riding around the lake was the best way to go. I mean, I've been sat at that border crossing for hours, and it's just so lovely to ride. And then you realise that obviously a lot of other people also take the ferry. Why not? You know, it's a short hop. If you're in a hurry, then that's exactly what you should do, is take the ferry. I'm preferring this. Absolutely. Look, I'm almost on water level, and it is really not busy. I'm actually able to stop in quite a few places here, although I'm not going to because it is hot, unless there's shadow. And that's something else that you learn to do, is stop. Fine, you can stop anywhere you like. as long as there's shadow. This temperature is unbelievable, and to be honest, there isn't that much shadow at the moment. So I'm just going to keep going. Everything's great. And so again, this is becoming a very memorable ride. Not just because of the border crossing, but because of this. I mean, obviously I knew there was water involved to get to Kotor, but I didn't realise you would be able to ride it on this level. I've kind of got used to being up in the hills, you know? And that has its attributes because of the wind and the breeze. And it is hot today, but I don't think that's particularly anything to do with this area now. The whole region is hot now, and it's still the afternoon. So I'm just going to keep going until I get to wherever I'm going, really. The accommodation I haven't yet booked. I will be doing that later on. I just want to see how far I get and if I actually get all the way to Kotor. I'm hoping I do. I mean, look at this. I mean, I didn't know what to expect, and this is amazing. I mean, absolutely amazing. The landscape is incredible. And again, yeah, I've managed to find shadow. And this was a funny sight. It's not often you get up so close and personal with a cruise liner. And you can see it for miles. You can see it on the other side of the water. So, and this is the old wall, the walled city of Kotor. And eventually my accommodation is actually in there. It's in a building just the other side of the moat, which was a bit of a result, really, because I didn't realise that when I was booking it. I just thought I was booking a room and got that. So, with one of many little stops, just to check the navigation, I've discovered a road. I should be able to follow the water further round, and I just want to see really how far I can get, and just how far this road actually, to be honest, how far it goes publicly then, without it being ground owned by somebody. And so far so good. Look at it. I mean, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And it's kind of weird, right? Eventually, I do find a place further away, slightly further away, and I stop. And I happen to meet a Dutch guy there who was staying in the accommodation, which was right next to the place where I stopped. Just complete coincidence. And yeah, you know the way it goes. You start to talk, and before you know it, the evening has arrived almost, and I suddenly realised I hadn't actually booked any accommodation at that point. So I spent the next kind of hour finding something. There were lots of things, but nothing that was so close by as the one that I found. And that was the pleasant surprise. That was a result, a real result. So here, the place that I stopped turned out to be right next to an art gallery, the art house, and there we drank coffee and had snacks, and it was just a great afternoon. It was just one of those afternoons that you just have. You can't plan them, you know. I wouldn't have planned that, you know, to find somebody that you actually you have such a lot in common with to spend the afternoon with, just in a spontaneous action. Fantastic. Some people have absolutely no patience. I think the difference was about a car length. Unless they were tooting at somebody behind me, also possible, that I just couldn't see. But I mean, for goodness sake, it was a crossing point. People just need to chill out. Share a quick update. It's getting hot and it's time to return home. So I'm sorting out a route now. And Montenegro is gorgeous, and so is Croatia. So I have to decide now which route.